everybody, it's Kristen here, sports dietitian, certified personal trainer, and founder of Elite Nutrition Performance. And today we're going to be talking about unmasking the myths, the truth about sports nutrition that you need to know. So I have some notes with me today, so bear with me, but this is really tailored to female athletes. And if you have any questions about this at the end of this video, please feel free to just pop it in the chat. Wherever you're seeing this, you might be seeing this on Facebook or you might be seeing this on YouTube. Feel free to just ask away in the comments and I'd be happy to answer your question in an upcoming video. So first things first, there's a ton of myths that I have heard over the years from all types of athletes, but I'm just going to focus on the ones that I hear from female athletes. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. So first of all, I've heard don't eat before training. Fasted cardio is the way to go. You're going to burn more calories, you're going to burn more fat, or training low. Training low is pretty similar. That's where you're not completely fasted, but you are not eating a lot of carbohydrates before you train. Another one is don't eat immediately after exercise because your stomach just does not produce the enzymes it needs to break down that food after exercise, and so you're just doing yourself a disservice. Another myth I've heard is don't combine nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, protein in the same meal because your body just lacks the ability to lacks the ability to break down all those foods at the same time. Another one is carbs will make you gain fat. Fat is fattening. It will make you fat. If you eat a lot of protein, it won't make you, or you'll never gain weight from too much protein. Another one is processed foods are bad for you. Sugar is bad for you. You should never have it. Salt is bad for you. You get the idea. There's tons of nutrition myths out there. So I'm just going to focus on 3 of them today. And I think these are the 3 that are most important in my opinion, especially pertaining to female athletes. So first is we're going to focus on fasted training or training low. And I'm specifically going to talk about fasted training here. So fasted training is maybe you're waking up in the morning, you're not eating anything, and you are exercising on an empty stomach. So science shows that training low, so I'm kind of jumping around here, training low instead of training fasted. Training low should actually be done at a low intensity workout, so an easy workout or just, something that's really not going to be super intense, and it should never be done more than twice a week. Now, training fasted should never be done because you're not actually getting in any fuel. If you think about it, at night, your body's going through rest and digest. You wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is probably pee. You're pretty low on energy, you're really dehydrated, and now you're trying to train on top of that. Your body just does not have enough fuel in the tank to get you to a good workout. The science actually shows that you will perform better if you eat something, and that in that case you'll actually burn more fat and calories if that is your goal, because you're actually just doing more work at a lower perceived exertion. In addition to that, your body releases cortisol in the morning. It releases a large amount of cortisol, which is your stress hormone. But cortisol actually wakes you up in the morning. And so if you don't, let me back up a second. Cortisol, like I said, is your stress hormone. And there's a number of stressors that your body's going to go through throughout the day, and your body's going to release more cortisol. For example, exercise is a stressor. Not eating is a stressor. You combine those 2 things together, that's a huge stressor. And so now, if you are training on an empty stomach or even training low carbohydrates, now what's happening is your body's having to dump out more cortisol. And if you do that on a regular basis, it's really going to affect your body, and it's going to require your body to just dump out more cortisol, which can then later affect your production of estrogen and testosterone, and it can also cause you to gain more fat. So you're actually shooting yourself in the foot. So training low or training fasted, not a good idea, especially for females. For males, they can get away with it, not for females. So secondly is to not eat after exercise. So again, this is different for men and women. Men can push out their post-workout snack to 3 to 4 hours and still reap the benefits of their post-workout snack or meal. That is not the case for females. So you really need to eat within ideally 30 minutes after a training session, maximum 60 minutes to get the benefit of building muscle. So when you eat after a workout, you eat protein, you're going to get muscle protein synthesis. That is a fancy way of saying building muscle. So you get that from protein, specifically leucine, which is an amino acid that makes up protein. That kind of flips on the light switch to build muscle. You also need carbohydrates after a training session. And carbohydrates is not necessarily going to build muscle, but what it does do is it gets stored in your muscle and also in your liver in the form of glycogen. That is the storage form of glucose in your body, and that's going to be there for the next time that you have a training session so that it can pull from, because it's just not going to, you can't consume enough calories. Thanks guys for joining. It's not going to pull in enough calories or enough carbohydrates from before you eat. You have to pull from your storage forms. So also, if you're not eating carbohydrates after your training session, like I said, it's not going to get absorbed into or stored into your muscle and your liver. So you're not going to be recovered for your next workout, but you're going to wake up the next morning feeling like garbage. I don't know if that's ever happened to you where you did a workout, you felt great during that workout, and then the next day you're like, I can't even get out of bed. It's because you didn't eat enough carbohydrates or you just didn't eat enough, period. So you definitely need to eat after a workout. And if you feel like you just can't possibly eat after a workout, you feel nauseous or whatever the case might be, just eat something small or start with a liquid like a smoothie, or you could do a protein shake, or even just a small glass of juice to stimulate your appetite. The last one I'm going to touch on today is carbs and fat will make you gain weight. This is not true. No macronutrient is going to make you gain weight specifically or gain fat specifically. Only an excess in calories will. And it doesn't necessarily matter where those calories are coming from. Now, I will say carbohydrates is your body's primary source of energy. Fat is your body's secondary source of energy, and fat does contain more calories per gram than carbs and protein do. But eating those things specifically will not make you gain fat. So like I said, it's only extra carbohydrate or calories. Now, if you don't eat enough of those things, that's going to cause more of a problem, because it's going to affect different hormones like your estrogen, your testosterone. It's going to affect your body's ability to menstruate, which causes a whole slew of other problems. It's going to affect your overall energy levels. Then you can get into a deficit. Then you can get into overtraining syndrome, all that kind of stuff. It causes a whole slew of problems if you're not eating enough of those things. So it is not in your best interest, especially as a female athlete or someone that is active, to restrict those foods. So if anybody has any questions on those things specifically, please feel free to drop them in the comments, and I would love to answer them. Or if you have any other questions of things that you want me to touch on, please drop them in the comments and I will do a future video on them. I'm here to help you. So if any of this resonated with you and you felt like it was helpful for you, please like and share this video. Please send it to a friend, somebody that would benefit from this information. And if you are struggling with putting together a solid nutrition plan, please, please, please reach out to me. I am happy to set up just a free call of how I can help you put together a solid nutrition plan that is specific to you, not to a man, not to your best friend or whoever else. It's not some cookie cutter plan. It's something that is specific to you. So if that's something that you're struggling with, like I said, just reach out. All you need to do is go onto my website, which is elitenutritionandperformance.com/consult, and you could schedule a free consultation with me. I will drop that link in the comments below, or you could always just send me a private message here on Facebook. So thanks for watching and joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said, please like it and share it with your friends. Have a good day.